I held my wife's cold hand in a hospital room. She was already gone. I was too late. Again. 55 years of marriage, and in that moment, all I could think about were the 3 mistakes that slowly killed what we had. I'm 78 years old, and today, I'm going to tell you what I wish I'd known when I was your age. Because some lessons, they come too late. My name doesn't matter. What matters is that I spent 55 years with the woman I loved, and I thought I was doing everything right. We had a home, kids, celebrations, anniversaries. On paper, we were the perfect couple. But beneath it all, there were cracks I didn't see. Or maybe I just didn't want to see them. And those cracks, they grew wider with every passing year, with every choice I made, until the foundation of what we built together started to crumble. I'm not here to tell you a fairy tale. I'm here to tell you the truth. The uncomfortable, painful truth about what happens when you take love for granted. So if you're married, or in a relationship, or even thinking about spending your life with someone, pay attention, because what I'm about to share with you could save you from the kind of regret that haunts you every single day. The first mistake I made, I thought we had forever. When Margaret and I got married, I was 23. She was 21. We were young, full of dreams, and completely convinced that love would carry us through anything. And for a while, it did. But somewhere along the way, I started prioritizing everything else. My career became my obsession. I worked late nights, took business trips, said yes to every opportunity that came my way. I told myself it was for us, for our future, for our family. But here's what I didn't realize. Every time I chose work over her, I was choosing a future that she wouldn't be part of. I remember one night. It's burned into my memory now. Margaret had cooked dinner. Nothing fancy, just a quiet meal at home. I came in, saw her sitting at the table, and told her I had to leave for a last-minute meeting in another city. I grabbed my briefcase, kissed her forehead, and walked out. When I came home at 2 a.m., she was still there, asleep at the table, her head resting on her arms. I didn't wake her. I just went to bed. At the time, it seemed like nothing, just another late night. But that moment, that one moment, it represented thousands of other moments where I wasn't there. And those moments, you can't get them back. Time doesn't pause. It doesn't wait for you to realize what you're missing. It just moves on. And before you know it, decades have passed, and the person you love has learned to live without you, even while you're still in the same house. But that wasn't the only mistake I made. The second one, it was even worse because I thought I was doing the right thing. I thought love was about the big gestures. I brought her flowers on our anniversary. I took her on trips when I could afford it. I told her I loved her when I remembered to. And I thought that was enough. I thought those moments proved how much I cared. But love, real love, it's not in the grand gestures. It's in the small, ordinary moments that you either show up for or you don't. Margaret would come home and tell me about her day. She'd mention a friend who was going through something difficult or a project she was excited about, and I'd nod. I'd say, "That's great, honey." And then I'd go back to whatever I was doing. I'd tell myself I'd ask her about it later, but later never came. Love isn't about remembering the anniversaries. It's about remembering the small things. It's noticing when she's quieter than usual. It's asking about the things she cares about, even when they seem insignificant to you. It's sitting with her in the ordinary, boring, routine moments of life and choosing to be present. I wasn't present. I was physically there, but mentally, I was always somewhere else. And over time, that distance became a canyon between us. We still loved each other, I know we did, but we weren't connected anymore. We were just coexisting. And the thing that kills me now, she tried to reach me. She'd ask if we could spend the evening together, just talking. She'd suggest we take a walk, or watch a movie, or sit on the porch like we used to. And I'd say, yeah, maybe later, or I'm too tired tonight. I always had an excuse, and eventually, she stopped asking. But there was one more mistake, the biggest one, and it's the one I think about every single night. I thought our marriage was indestructible. We'd been through so much together. Financial struggles, health scares, the loss of our parents. We'd raised kids, celebrated milestones, survived the hard times. And I thought, we made it. We're solid. Nothing can break us now. But that's the thing about relationships. They don't break suddenly. They erode, slowly, quietly. One missed moment at a time. One conversation you didn't have. One night you didn't hold her hand. One argument you didn't resolve because you thought you'd deal with it later. I stopped fighting for us. I stopped protecting what we had. I let routines replace intimacy. I let habits replace tenderness. I thought love was enough, but it's not. Love without effort is just a word. It fades. It weakens. And one day, you wake up and realize that the person you've spent your whole life with feels like a stranger. Last year, Margaret had a stroke. I wasn't home. I was at a meeting, another meeting. I got the call, dropped everything, and raced to the hospital. But by the time I got there, it was too late. She was gone, and as I held her hand, her cold, lifeless hand, all I could think about were the thousands of times I could have held that hand when it was warm. All the times I could have been there. All the moments I traded away for things that, in the end, didn't matter at all. I've lived with this for over a year now. The regret, the guilt, the what-ifs. And I'll tell you something, it doesn't go away. It doesn't get easier. You learn to carry it, but it never leaves. I sit on the same porch where we used to spend our evenings. I talk to her sometimes, even though I know she can't hear me. I tell her all the things I should have said when she was alive. I apologize. I thank her.
I tell her I love her, but it's too late. And that's the truth I have to live with. There are no second chances. There are no do-overs. 55 years of marriage, and I can't go back and fix a single moment. But you still can. If you're watching this, and there's someone in your life that you love, your spouse, your partner, your family, don't wait. Don't assume there's more time. Don't assume they know how you feel. Don't assume that tomorrow is guaranteed. Be present. Notice them. Listen to them. Choose them, even when it's inconvenient, even when you're tired, even when it feels routine. Because the ordinary moments, those are the ones you remember. Those are the ones that matter. Don't make my mistakes. Don't wait until it's too late. Time doesn't wait, and neither should you. I'm 78 years old, and I carry my regrets like stones in my pocket. But if my story can save even one person from living with the same weight, then maybe, just maybe, it wasn't all for nothing.